Did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you.
They indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway in Buffalo. Pulls it in at the 13. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Breida, he'll try the right side. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's brought down by 8-yard line. Up 1st and goal. Touchdown of the new season. Now Allen escaping the pressure. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw now. Here's Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 4th down, the rookie Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play action this time with Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Love now. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Oh, going for Sanders downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big gain there for the Bills. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a give to Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Ray McLeod to return. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Steelers are an extra point Extra point put through by tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the interception, Love. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. With Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's gone. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Going deep here for Matthews. And this is caught inside the 5. A big gain there for the Bills.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Room past the 20. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Here's Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll bice, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Final play of the half. Love. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Love, they go play action now. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
And Deontay Johnson has seen his share of targets increase in his first 2 years in the league, and last year finished with 88 catches. Continuing to work on grabbing everything that comes his way. A nice catch there.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Love got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
From the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On play action, Allen being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They do go for it. Here's Allen. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Eluding the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To the air, Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Love. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Breida is in. Touchdown, Bills. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams Steelers locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. A give to Harris. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. On 4th down, Love. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Love. It's brought in by Harris. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Boswell's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
On the return, it's McKenzie. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Rolling to his left. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and they'll set up shop right